The boy. What's going on? Welcome back to the Vids World channel. It's been a little while since I've seen you. And by a little while, I mean quite a long time. It's been about 5-6 months, actually. I hope you're all doing well. If you do want to see a bit more of my face on this channel, make sure to support this channel by clicking on the links down in the description. That includes Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. We'd be very appreciative. And what are we doing today? Well, today we're going back to Season 8. That's even longer ago than the last time I saw you. Season 8 is a number of years ago at this point. And we're going to be reacting to Kadi Aao Ni, which is by the one and only Atif Aslam, of course. But he is also joined by Mai Dhai, who I've been informed is 104 years old. That can't be right. 104. Yeah. 104 years old. That is, if you didn't know, that's quite old. So, I'm looking forward to see, were they 104 in the video? I mean, even if they were 104 now, they would have been very old when they recorded this. So I guess it doesn't really matter. So, without further ado, Kadi Aao Ni, Coke Studio, Season 8. Let's take a look, shall we? Gotta have a harmonium, of course.
Kadi aao ni rasila mare desh, jo aatari baat ghane. Kadi aao ni rasila mare desh, jo aatari baat ghane.
Oh, I'm sorry. As you all know, I do like pausing, so I like talking about things. One, if she is 104, she looks pretty good for 104. If I look like her by the time I'm 104, which I'm definitely not going to live till I'm 104, but if I do, if I look like her, I'd be pretty chuffed about that. Okay, this. I feel like I might have heard this before. Maybe I've just like passingly heard this before because. Like I say, the Indian restaurant that I go to does actually play a lot of Coke Studio. I might have mentioned that in the past. Yeah, I feel like I've heard this before. I don't know. Maybe, no. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're going to go funky.
Kadi aao ni rasila mare desh, jo aatari baat ghane.
Yeah, this sounds familiar. I love that, like, you've got a 104-year-old. You know, when it comes to older people don't like loud noises. They don't like hustle and bustle. They tend to just like keep to themselves. They like it simple and they like it quiet. If I've learned anything about older people. So Coke Studio have said, you know what? We're gonna get like someone who is more than a century old. What kind of instrumental are we going to introduce to this incredibly old woman? Let's go for something over 200 BPM that is super funky. That's going to be right down her alley. She's going to love that. I love it. It's you would expect it to be a slightly softer, more subdued track, but they're like, no, we're going to give you funk and a 104-year-old woman. What? That's Coke Studio for you. The boy. Also, notice the difference in body language between the acoustic guitarist and the bass player. You can actually see it here. So the guitarist is here. You can see he's hunched over his guitar like this. I know this, by the way. I am a guitarist myself. Not a very good one, but yeah, I've played. He's hunched over his guitar like this. That's not very cool. He looks all stiff. He looks. Look at the bass player. Look at the bass player back here. He's got 6 strings and he's just sat back, just shit. And he's got sunglasses on inside. that definitely makes it harder to see indoors. The dynamic, you know, the duality of the guitarist. Where is he? Where's the bass player? Dad, look at him. Look at him. That was a nice little run. So, you know, I mean, if any of you have watched any of my previous reactions, particularly to videos with Atif Aslam in them, you'll know that I'm a big fan. I really do. Like, I am genuinely astounded by his he's really talented. Got a fantastic voice. But one of the things I like most about him, and I've said this countless times, is the effortlessness of the way he sings. You know, he doesn't need to put a lot of power into his voice to get a lot of tone. He's got a really rich sound even when he's just subtly, you know, he's got like a talking tone, but he's still got a really strong, gorgeous sound to his voice. It sounds really good. Like, listen to him. He's not screaming. He's not shouting. He's just talking to you. But it's still got a nice richness to it. And he's also very technical. He can do. Well, we'll see. We'll see what I can do. Yes, I'm pretty sure I've heard this before. Okay, one, never thought I'd see a 104-year-old woman wearing Audio-Technica headphones. Just an observation. Two, we've gone from, I don't know if you can tell, but we're now using, you ready for this, syncopation. That is just, you know, we've gone from the on beat to the off beat. So instead of being like 1, 2, 3, 4, we're now like 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? It's cool. It's used in reggae a lot. If you've listened to reggae music, you'll know. Let's listen to that switch up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Only Coke Studio could do something like a reggae breakdown mid-song mid-funk with a 104-year-old. Where else do you see that? Okay, we're back on beat. Drum solo, of course. We get a little drum fill. That's awesome. You can really hear the age in a voice. That is one thing. I mean, obviously, as you get older, your voice deteriorates, and you can't quite produce the sounds that you could when you were younger. That's why, that's why a lot of musicians don't tend. Obviously, a lot of them do, but a lot don't tend to perform into the later years because their voices just deteriorate. But it's like cracks in a pavement. It tells a story. It's got a richness to it. It's got a sound that you don't typically hear. So it's got complexity to it that is it's refreshing to hear. I'm certain I've heard this before. Certain. Acoustic guitar solo. Nice. It's interesting. Can you see that? If you look in the middle of the screen, when I go back, you'll actually see the metronome, which is keeping the beat. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. But you'll actually notice it's in right. So I do know a bits and bobs about music, but I don't know enough to tell. Right. If any of you could tell me the difference between 2/4 time and 4/4 time, I'd love to know that, because it's essentially, right, as far as I'm concerned, that's the same thing. Your bars are just a bit shorter. Have a look in the middle here, look. You can see it's going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I know this metronome's kind of higher.
गया बहती नदिया नदिया में उतरती शाम ये सांवली सुनहरी चांदनी नीली रैन भी उसी के नाम बीते ज़माने किसी बहाने
I like it, so
उसे
effortless.
याद करूं है जो यादें बिखरी मोरे अंगना कभी तू भी याद करे वहाँ जाने के बाद सारी उम्र कभी तू भी याद करे
It's catchy. It's got like a. It's almost got like a Mario Kart kind of sound to it. I like it. Like a jet.
अरे
Yeah,
गाजर
it's like a,
पिए गजर पतीर भागी पिए भूपाल गाजर पिए गजर पतीर भागी पिए भूपाल अमलिया रोगे छत्रपति दारू
okay.
पिए दाताल
So she's talking about the various vices of various men, depending on their position in society. Oh, I don't know what bang is. I guess it's beer. The Grand Raja mixes opium in a drink. The bestower of lavish drinks gets drinks well. Huh. That's obviously got a meaning to it. What is it? Sort of like, no matter how good you've got it in life, everyone's got their vice, I suppose. You tell me.
कदी आओ नी रासीला मारे देश जो आतरी बात करे कदी आओ नी रासीला मारे देश जो आतरी बात करे
We got now like an electric piano. Yeah.
ਜਦੋਂ ਬਦਲ ਗਰਜੇ ਸਾਰਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਵੇਖਣ ਹੰਝੂ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਕਦੀ
The bass player's too cool.
ਸਾਰੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਣੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਿਛੋੜੇ ਸੁਣ ਜਗ ਵੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਵੇ ਕਦੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਵੀ ਆਉਣਾ ਕਦਨ ਨਾ ਪਾਵੇ ਕਦੀ ਆ ਮਈਆ ਵੇ ਸਾਡੇ
That's the whole time.
ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਣੇ ਨੇ ਵੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਿਛੋੜੇ ਬੀਤੇ ਜ਼ਮਾਨੇ ਕਈ ਬਹਾਨੇ
Half time.
ਉਸੇ
Oh, okay. I guess 2/4 time makes sense if you have sections of 2/4 time and sections of 4/4 time. Okay, that makes sense. Because if you're going double time and half time, you could like that's why you'd use the match. That makes more sense. Okay, that makes sense. I get it now because then you know where the beat is. That makes sense. I get it. I get it. But if a whole song is 4/4 time, that is the exact same as an entire song being 2/4 time. Well, kind of depends where you. Yeah, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense in my head.
कदी आओ नी रासीला मारे देश जो आतरी बात करे कदी आओ नी रासीला मारे देश जो आतरी बात करे
Ah, what a dope song. I love that. That's really good. You know, I am certain I've heard that before. If you go back, I might have listened to that before. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's just very similar to another song. I'm not too sure. I loved it. It was great. Really, nice mix of instrumentation. Nice mix of, we had halftime, we had double time switch ups, we had a good bit of drum fills, a really complex little bass riff going on in the back. We had a reggae breakdown. We had an 104-year-old singer mixed with, my favorite singer to have come out of Pakistan, Atif Aslam. Great song, really great, and time flies as well. That was almost 8 minutes of song, and yeah, I was, I wasn't sat here like, come on, we're still doing this. I was great, loved it, really nice. What did you guys think? Hopefully you did enjoy it. Please, if you did enjoy this video, remember to support us with the links down in the description. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I'll hopefully see you very soon in an upcoming video. Appreciate it as always, guys. Take care of yourselves.